Scott, Jade Miller's been a guy that's really stood out to me in the past few weeks. We talked about Saturday, how good that fourth line has been. How key has he been to how that line's been playing, and how much has his play in the defensive zone maybe opened things up for him offensively?
Well, I think that line just really has good chemistry. I mean, obviously he's the center on that line. He's been good on faceoffs, and but like I always remind him, don't get complacent. But he's had a really, he went through that first half and they were rotating, and he's kind of jumped in there and been very consistent. He's contributed offensively, and defensively he's become a better defender. But again, that line needs to bring energy, which they have. I think they've created opportunities. They've scored goals. But I like the way they play the game the right way. They keep it simple. They work well together. And obviously, Jade as the center, he's a key component on that, because a lot of plays start with him in the faceoff circle.
What was he able to do to?
Go on.
Nice job, Zach. What was Jade able to do to? I don't want to say win the spot, because
we're not going to talk about that. You know what? I mean, it's a guy's battle, right? It's not about who did what. He got in there.
And something he greatly improved on his game. He had mentioned that he
I don't
feels
think
like he's a better player.
I don't think it's anything he's done. I mean, obviously he brings some experience. He's played, and like I said, he's one of our better face-off guys. But that line, I thought in the first half, no matter who was in there, they had some really good shifts in some games for us. So maybe it was the face-off circle. Maybe started winning draws, because he's been pretty good. He's one of our top guys, so that's important. But just for whatever reason, those guys have really, no matter even last year, they played well together. So I've seen it before, and I think those guys they just complement each other real well. As long as they play the way they're supposed to. And I think some of our other lines can have a good lesson from that, because it's not complicated hockey. It's simple. It's playing together. It's working hard, and and that's what those guys have done. And lately they've been scoring some goals for us. So that's a bonus, and hopefully it continues.
Omaha coming here for the first round of the playoffs. What stands out to you about the Mavericks?
Well, we played them here, and I thought the Friday game we came out and played with speed and pushed them back, and we had a good win. And Saturday, our guys assumed it was going to be the same way, and they can play a heavy game. They've got some skill up front. With that, their top line is very good with Morelli and Olofsson and Taylor Ward, and they've got Jordan, who's a big body. They've got some speed on their second and third lines. I think their D-core has some guys that like to get up the rink, and their goaltender, depends what you get. But for me, it's they can play that heavy game, and they leaned on us on Saturday night here, and we didn't respond very well. We won the hockey game, but you can throw records out. You can throw wherever guys finished in the standings, and if our guys are looking at that and thinking it's going to be an easy series, we're going to be in trouble. So we need to play the game we kind of played this past weekend. I thought we became a better hockey team playing against St. Cloud, even though we didn't win. I thought we had an outstanding effort on Friday. I thought it was a good effort on Saturday, and but the speed and the intensity and the way we need to play defensively was pretty good on Friday. But we just came up a little bit short.
What is about Omaha's power play that makes that such a good unit? They've been pretty consistent this year.
They shoot the puck. It starts with shooting the puck. I mean, they do that all over. 5-on-5, they get pucks to the net, and they get to the net, but they get pucks, they shoot. And what shooting does, it creates other options. And by shooting the puck, it also creates second and third option if it doesn't go in. So, and they're very good at using the weak side of the rink and keeping guys there. But again, shooting the puck, it all goes back to that, and that's where it starts for them. And obviously, they've got some skill players that can certainly make some plays, and so we've got to do the job. I mean, right now we've struggled on the penalty kill, and our forwards need to work harder on the kill. Our groups need to work harder. I don't think it's not major adjustments, but it's a little more focus on certain little things within that, and hopefully we get that. Easiest way is stay out of the box. Don't go in the box against them.
The other side of that power play since that Omaha series is hitting at something like 35%. And we talked a little bit about it last night in St. Cloud and where you've seen improvement. But looking at your team, you've gotten 12 different players to score power play goals this year. When the power play is going, is it kind of a microcosm of your team in that you're getting a lot of different contributions from different guys?
I think so, Bruce. I mean, hey, let's face it, we scored 2 goals off rushes against St. Cloud. One was a broken play. They tried to score a shorthanded goal. We went the other way, 3-on-1. The other was off a line change. So we didn't really score anything from in zone on Saturday. But, you take those goals because they're goals off the power play. But, I think, again, as long as we don't get fancy and cute, the power plays always start with pucks to the net. And sometimes I think when we get away from that, then we're not as effective. But we got to get pucks to the net. I mean, as evidenced by the 2 that we scored off a rush. We shot a puck. And we didn't try and make a fancy play. We just got the puck on net and it went in. And that's what you need to do to start a power play. You got to get pucks there, which creates second opportunities. And when you start doing that, it opens up some other things because if you start getting fancy right off the bat, then it leads to frustration. But for us, just starting on our power play, we've got to start with the puck. Our face-offs have to get better on the special teams, especially on the power play, and that's where it starts. And when we've done that, we've had good in-zone time. When we've had to chase it, you don't get into any rhythm, and maybe you don't get into the zones clean, and it just doesn't start well. So we've got to start a power play with winning a face-off.